No surprise, we're talking about Wisconsin as a battleground state. We've seen it all week. A popular stop for Republicans and Democrats during a very busy election year.
Both parties have made several stops to the Green Bay area, and of course, those visits do cost money. Emily Beyer breaks down the dollars and cents.
Political candidate visits from either side can be exciting for voters, but it also means our public safety resources have to step up security. That all comes at a cost, with some bills for service not being paid by the campaigns for years.
The most recent available outstanding bill we obtained from the city of Green Bay is for J.D. Vance's visit on October 20th. You'll recall the Republican vice presidential nominee met with Packers fans tailgating at Lambeau Field before heading to the southern part of the state for a rally. That visit shows an unpaid balance to the city of more than $2,800. 3 days before that, on October 17th, Team Blue is in the red for Kamala Harris's rally at the Resch Expo. That stop cost more than $8,300. On October 14th, Tim Walz's visit to Green Bay at the KI Convention Center cost more than $34,000. Over the summer, on August 29th, J.D. Vance visiting De Pere cost the city of Green Bay about $321 for supplying police canines. The city supplied canines again for Kamala Harris's visit in Wausau on July 27th, costing the city $635 and change. Wrapping up the 2024 outstanding bills is a visit from former President Donald Trump on April 17th. That stop cost more than $33,000 for police, fire, EMS, and traffic services. And it doesn't stop there. There are still 4 outstanding police and fire invoices from back in 2016. One from fire and police for Hillary Clinton's campaign, one from fire for Bernie Sanders, and one from police for Donald Trump. When Action 2 News last looked into these outstanding bills in July of this year, Green Bay Mayor Eric Ginrich gave this statement. Quote, "We are honored to host visits from presidential candidates and appreciate the significance these events hold for our community. At the same time, there are very real costs associated with the public safety resources these events require, and it is crucial that the financial responsibilities associated with these services are borne by the campaigns and not our taxpayers," end quote.
Now, at that time, the city also stressed they will maintain this practice through the rest of the 2024 presidential campaign season and will continue to advocate for timely payments from all campaign organizations. We'll send it back to you.